Yeah. So we're going to do the above and beyond, and the above and beyond is, it's an award that comes from our state committee. So it's not just, it has to be a decision by the state committee to go ahead and present this award. And, it's providing the Guard and Reserve employees additional this is what you do. You provide the additional employees, additional differential in or full pay to offset lost wages, extended health care, similar benefits. The award, like I say, is given by the state committee, and Delton Steele is on there. He is our state chair. He's sitting in Minnesota out his window every once in a while, so don't let that throw you off, because he's looking at the lake, I think, and hoping the ice goes out soon, huh? But we welcome everybody with us. We also have Paul Bonicelli. He's in the Dickinson office. And then we have Jeanette. I don't know if you met her, but she's in the Bismarck office. She is our boss. And see, Kristen, you're in Grand Forks, right? Okay. Well, again, we just thank you for signing the statement of support. That is one of the big things, and that you have it posted in your office. We appreciate that. It's just a privilege to allow us to come into your life and your company and present this award. And even though it's by Zoom, I'll be down there later. Hopefully it comes in the mail, and we'll be able to get this award to you. And Tom, if we'll mail up to the Grand Forks office. That's your headquarters, understand?
Yep.
Okay. But again, it's just a privilege. It's when you get to the Patriot Award, and Leon, thank you for this. You started it, and we want to continue to do that. It's a great picture back there in June. Short sleeves, warm. So we'll get there. You think it's nice when you go out, look outside now, and you walk outside and northwest wind is blowing, say, whoops, wait a minute, need a jacket, I guess. So, but, I'm going to ask Delton if he always has a few words, because he's our state chair, and we appreciate that him being with us. Delton?
Well, thanks, Dave. Can you hear me coming through okay, Jeanette and everyone? Am I okay? All right. Well, first of all, like Dave said, we'd certainly love to be there in person and do things, or have our local representatives be there in person. But truly, the Zoom and all the technology, or whether we use Microsoft Teams or whatever it is, it really has been a blessing this last year, because we've been able to continue to do our business. And I know that your work lives are probably different too, just like everyone else that I run into. And I was in business for 40 years, trying to run a bank the last 7 years. And I know that life has changed there as well, but it has allowed us to have a good crowd here today. We have Major Kletke with us today. And I know being able to connect with everybody because of technology, it's worked out well. But obviously we do like to press the flesh, so to speak, and deliver an award in person. And I know Dave will get that done for you. But getting back to, it's a pleasure for me to be here today as well. And, I was looking at some of the write-up that Leon wrote for Tom and some of the Patriot Award, but yet this goes back to the company. Now, this Above and Beyond Award, and in some of his remarks, it's really about the culture that's been created by all of the construction engineers team to really recognize and support our service members who serve in the National Guard and Reserves. And it's very obvious that Leon, as a service member and one of your employees, sincerely appreciates that. And I know we've got a couple of another gentleman there today, and I'm sure he feels the same way, because as I say all the time, and my ESGR volunteers get tired of me saying this, but what your company is doing to support your National Guard and Reserve members is really playing a huge part in our national defense, as our Guard and Reserve members make up, approximately half of our total military force in the U.S. these days. And I know all of you know that this just isn't a 2 week or 2 weeks a year and 1 weekend a month position. Our country demands a lot of our National Guard and Reserve service members now. There are a lot more training, a lot more deployments, whether it's the COVID missions or whether it's going overseas on deployments to support other operations. We all know the reality of the world we live in and the impact that it has on our service members. And so I just want to thank construction engineers for playing that part in what you're doing to support your service member employees and creating that culture out there that really sets a great example. And I know Dave would be glad to visit with you. Again, we have even higher level awards. This is a very prestigious award. I want you to know that. We just don't hand these out to companies for the heck of it. You know, it's earned, and it's something that we pick up when we're reviewing these Patriot Award nominations and having further conversations. So I hope you appreciate it. I know I do, again, for everything that you're doing. So thank you. Thank you, Leon, for that nomination that started this, and Tom for being that great supervisor, and everyone else involved with construction engineers that's here, and for those that aren't on today as well. On behalf of ESGR, my over 60 volunteers in the state of North Dakota and over 3,000 nationwide, thank you for what you're doing. And with that, I will be quiet and turn it back to you, Dave.
Okay, well, thank you. We appreciate Delton being with us. Is it Major Kletke? Are you in a car? I see him moving around.
Yeah, we're driving up to Bismarck today. But,
okay.
Appreciate the advice. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you for being with us, and that's the benefit of Zoom. Any place, anywhere, anytime. So, thank you. I see. We also have Sherry Elgin, Tom McDonald, Jordan Gleason. Now, your name shows up, but I don't see a picture. Ben Matson and Stephanie Mag. Are you all in Grand Forks office, or? Okay, thank you, Sherry. At this time, I come back to Tom and offer you say a few words, and then we'll go on to Leon.
Yeah, I guess so. The initial award here was the Patriot Award. It kind of came out of left field. Really, Leon's a great coworker to have on any project. Tremendous amount of workload he deals with and offers our company. But I don't think I speak for myself when he's called to duty. That's just that's just a higher calling. It is what it is. And the same goes for anybody that's got to leave for any purpose. But it can result in a little bit of extra work or picking up the slack. But we do realize that as a higher purpose, and we're glad to have him, and glad that we share him with you guys, and that he's just a great asset for both of us, really.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Leon, thank you for your service. And who is the other guy? Other gentleman there? You're both in the Guard?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the main reason I put Tom in for the Patriot Award originally was because the project we were on at the time was kind of chaos, and every time I'd leave for 2 week stints, I did my basic leadership course, my advanced leadership course, and then my annual training. So there were 7 weeks that year that I was gone, and I put a lot of work onto Tom, and he was always supportive, and that's what I've gotten from construction engineers like my entire career here. So definitely appreciate it.
Great. We appreciate the service that you provide this country and the support that you give to your company. A friend I see at Courts Plus every morning is in the Guard, and I asked him, well, how was your weekend? They're going to go. He said, well, Monday, first weekend, second weekend, third weekend, 3 weekends a month. And that's the Guard. I mean, you guys are really busy and get in extra time. So, and then along comes your summer training. And so sometimes, hopefully we get back to our boss lift. I think, Tom, did you went on that, right?
So we signed up and then it got delayed last summer. So yeah, I think
Well,
I think we're still on the list.
that list is still
Really
set.
wants to be on that list. That's what he's trying to say.
Open it up, Jeanette.
Yeah, he is.
We'll wear masks in the helicopter, you know. But
No.
yes, that one just got put on hold, and it'll come back up, and we should be ready to go with that one. So again, thank you, Tom, and your company for all the support that you provide the Garden Reserve. You know, they couldn't do it without the support of the company. So yeah, we appreciate that. And same to the Garden Reserve members. They're fortunate to have jobs and working in North Dakota, because we have very few problems or complaints throughout the year. So that's what makes it really fun for us to do this in North Dakota. And before I leave, we got one of my members sitting way out in Dickinson, and Paul Bonicelli. It's kind of Italian, I think. Want to say a few words? You're muted again.
Yep, we got you on mute.
There. Am I
There you go.
okay now?
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, from way out in Dickinson, oil country, here we are. Certainly makes, gentlemen and ladies, certainly makes my day to be part of awards ceremonies. And to witness a above and beyond is really extra special. And thank you for allowing me to share and recognize your achievement as a above and beyond recipient today, and certainly have a great day. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Paul. And Jeanette, to get a few closing comments for us. And she's our boss, so.
Well, Tom, can you introduce who you have on here from the business? And then if anybody from the Grand Forks office would like to say anything?
There you go.
Yeah, so, myself, Tom Fuchs, project manager out of our Fargo office. Leon, he's one of our field engineers working on a school project in Fargo. He's our service member. Nick, he's former military. He's a senior project manager out of Fargo. We've got Jessica Kringstead over here, works out of our Fargo office as well. Kirsten Carolyn, she's in Grand Forks. Business development, Sherry Elgin, Grand Forks HR. Tom McDonald, VP, senior PM type, Grand Forks. Jordan Gleason, he's on site working with Leon on our school project. We don't have his picture. He's superintendent on our project down there. Ben Matson, senior PM out of Grand Forks. He was on our Clay County projects for when the Patriot Award came up in that time frame as well, helping out all three of those projects. And Stephanie, she's out of our Grand Forks office, controller, financial, number cruncher type. Can't see a Stephanie, but that's basically everything.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate all of you taking time to come on, and we'll get this award out to you and hang it up in your office, and along with the Patriot Above and Beyond in the statement of support. So again, thank you, Tom, and I hope to meet you soon. Are you working down at Lewis and Clark School?
So yeah, I visit there periodically. We have meetings down there, bi-weekly, weekly. So I'm back and forth. Leon's down there full time. Jordan's down there full time. Myself, Nick, and Jessica take up residence here in our Fargo office. So either or both, either one will work. Just whenever it comes in, let us know.
And memories there. All three of my kids went to school there, so appreciate it. Take good care of it.
I want to thank Lucas, Major Kletke, for being on too today. I tell you what, he's been a very dedicated commander that's really been great about attending events on Zoom when he's able to, and that speaks volumes as well when you have a unit commander that wants to be a part of these calls for his service members. So Lucas, thank you so much. I know we're on Zoom. I should call you Major Kletke, but you're a good friend, and thanks for all you do as well to support your service members and ESGR. But thanks for being on today.
Thank you. And our last words is wear the mask, stay safe, and safe driving on where I-94, wherever you guys are. You're not alone. I saw somebody else in the back seats there, though. So hopefully they can take a nap on the way back. So okay. Thank you very much, Jeanette.
Yeah,
Thank you.